Welcome back. We're analyzing the nonverbal messages from the U.S. Senate debate the other night with body language expert Don Khoury. And Don, before we roll our next clip.
Sure.
You have always said that back in the 2010 special election where Scott Brown was elected to the Senate,
yes,
one of the defining moments of that climactic debate with Martha Coakley was when she was on the attack about his positions on some issues related to women.
Absolutely.
And he invoked his family, his wife and daughters, to great political effect.
Absolutely.
How?
Well, I mean, it was well delivered calmly, but he also, he used this from the heart gesture, which conveyed conveyed sincerity, and it was beautifully delivered. And I think that was one of the knockout blows for him.
All right. Well, fast forward to the other night, and now go ahead and roll this video. This is the moment when she's also, Elizabeth Warren is going after him on women's issues, and he reacts in the same way by invoking his family. What are you seeing?
Well, the first thing I see is that there's a certain amount of contempt in his face. The other thing is that he's not gesticulating, and he doesn't start out with this, from the heart. He does it a little bit at the end, but it's lower and you can't really see it, and it's just more aggressive and less sincere.
There he did it again.
Yeah.
But again, not enough for your taste.
No, I would say no. No.
And you know what else I'm noticing is he's perspiring a little bit.
Listen, that last night was so uncharacteristic of Scott Brown. I mean, he had rapid breathing. He was swaying. It really was I was shocked to see what I saw.
You know, part of the explanation for that may be that he had this mad dash back from Washington in order to make it to the debate on September 20th. His campaign claims he was the victim of dirty tricks by the Senate leadership. If so, the dirty tricks worked, didn't they?
Absolutely, and unfortunately for him, I doubt many people will take that into consideration when they're making their decision.
One last clip I want you to look at and analyze, Don. Now, this is toward the end of the debate, one of Warren's less impressive moments where he went on the attack over her role as an attorney on behalf of a big insurance company defending lawsuits from victims of asbestos.
Well, this was, near the time where he was actually delivering very well like the old Scott Brown, right? And look at her face. She's not smiling like she was when he was speaking for the rest of the debate.
And now she starts to react. She's shaking her head in a jerky motion.
That was probably her worst performance in the debate.
Okay.
Right? But
generally?
Generally, she won. In our scoring system, she won, and I was very surprised by that.
Wow.
So she worked very hard.
Yeah, so she's been working on her body language, and he maybe didn't prepare as well as he might have?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So now, just to wrap it up here, Don, can he recover from that in your view?
I think he can.
Yeah.
I think last night he could have, those debates, those polls that came out last week, I didn't put much into them.
Okay. Showing her moving ahead.
Showing her moving ahead. As far as I was concerned, as of last night, he was ahead. After last night, I would give her the edge.
Interesting.
And in the next few debates, if he can pull it out, we'll let you know.
Well, we'll look forward to having you back to look at some of those forthcoming debates, and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, thanks, John.
Thank you very much, Don. Great to see you. Oh, no, I got you. That's an inside joke, but anyway, thanks very much for being here, and thank you very much for watching. Right now, it's back to my colleagues for more WBZ News.